Well, hello, all you gorgeous creatures. Welcome to my live stream tonight. We're going to talk about finding your bliss, not only finding it, but hopefully keeping it too. So if you're on, do say hello. And let's take a moment to make sure that I am indeed live and streaming. I'm actually doing a little experiment tonight and seeing if I can simultaneously go live on my Facebook page. And oh, yeah, it's there. Don't you love tech? Every now and then it really works. Okay, let me just make sure. Couple things. Nope, we're not going to send that. Okay, I thought I could just share that, but of course not. Oops, that would be too easy. If you want to say hello, come on, say hi. Love to hear from you. All right, do I want to do that? No. Okay. I'm really excited about talking to you tonight about, just some amazing transformations that have been happening to me. Actually, they've been happening to me for the past 10 years. My life has been like one giant hockey stick. And over the past years, I'm going to say that it's actually several hockey sticks. How about you? Does your life go zoop, 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 up, down, and all around? Well, I got lots of ups, lots of downs. And in between, you learn a few thousand lessons. So I thought I would start with one that, while we're waiting for people to jump on, one that I thought I remembered about 25 years ago. I went to my general doctor, who I loved very much. He was a great, great guy. And I was suffering from migraines and some other physical issues, lots of migraines. I was down, I had swollen parts of my body. So he sent me to a neurologist. And the neurologist did lots of tests. He asked me a million questions. What do I do? What do I this? And then the report came back to my general doctor. And and he looked at it. My GP looked at it and he says, "You know what he said? He said, he said, it's a bagel. It's the bagel." I says, "What are you talking about, the bagel?" He says, "It's the bagel that you eat in the morning." And he laughed. And I'm like, "What?" I went through all of this to find out. And he's going to tell me that a stupid bagel that I have in the morning is causing all these problems and issues. And we sort of laughed. And he gave me pills and more tests and other things. And and now I wish I knew the name of that neurologist because he was brilliant. And he was light years ahead about everyone else, right? He was the true what do they call a functional medicine doctor, because he was absolutely right. I come to find out that after all these years that I don't want to say I had an allergy. I mean, we kind of, all humans have this, our diet has been changed so much by the food industry, like since the 30s and 40s when they started to refine the grains and make it nice and cheap and then add great flavorings into it, which was delicious. But in my case, I didn't know that these things were really harming my body, which includes my arthritis, my eyes. Oh, my eyes. That's another story. Pain. Never mind. Forever struggling with my weight. Forever struggling with my weight. Okay, let's see if I can see our comments here on my live. All right. I'm not sure I see them. Okay. Ted, can you see me? Yes. Can you check on your phone to see if are you on my live?
Trying to find it.
Just go to my profile.
Oh, okay.
You never know. I could just be living in an alternate reality, which would be par for the course for me. All right, while we're checking that, here's another experiment. I made drunken cherries the other day. Actually, I'm experimenting with making a cherry flavored vodka. Now, this isn't vodka. This is actually club soda. But I did color it with it a little bit of the juice and one of the cherries. Isn't that cute? All right. Can you see me?
I'm not sure.
You know, see me?
I'm trying to get. Um,
Okay. In my next life, I want a techie boyfriend. Okay. Where's a techie boyfriend when you need one? Oh, where the heck aren't you? You're not even on Facebook, honey. Okay. Let's see. Wow. This is the funniest thing. I see me on here, but I don't see it on your Facebook. Wow. You know why?
why?
Because it's locked as private. Wow. Edit privacy. Wow. Oh my God. I hate. Okay. There you go. Let's try that down. All right. Change audience. Change. Okay. All right. Well, hello, all you gorgeous creatures. I've been talking to myself for the past 5 or 10 minutes. Oh my God. Talk about tech issues. Facebook thought I wanted to make my video private. Okay, so hopefully you're on. You found me. Can you see me now, Ted?
I'm sorry.
All right, we're just checking here, making sure everybody can see me. Yep, there we go. Okay, yes, there we go. Hello, all you gorgeous creatures. I'm so happy to see you here tonight. If you want to say hello. And I want to talk about finding your bliss. Because you know what? It's taken me a long time to find mine again. It kind of got lost. Okay. Kind of like a hockey puck. You find it, then you lose it. You find it, then you lose it. The problem is when their periods get very long in between losing it and finding, that is not good. You know what that's called? Depression. It's called weight gain. It's called just like not really enjoying life and being all stressed out. Okay, it's still marked as locked. Let's try it. Done. Let's try that again. I just want to make sure. Ted, comments, make sure I could see you. Oh, yeah, we could see me now. All right, so let's start at the beginning. No, let's start about 10 years ago. Okay, 10 years ago. 10 years ago was that 19? No, this is 2014. You get mixed up with your decades here after a while. Hey, listen, I don't know about you, but when you have changes in your life, like in your job, did you ever change your job? You ever start a new business? You ever get out of business? Right? You ever get fired? You ever get hired? You ever interview? Ever have a baby? Ever gain weight? Ever gain even more weight and not be happy? Divorce, pain, all that stuff. Imagine all of that. I am sure all of you have gone through that, and I sure have had my share in the past 10 years. Throw all of that in, except having a baby, okay? I did that a while ago. But I'm talking about sometimes you just lose your groove. And because as you get older, and I'm going to say like after 30 or 40, let's just say after 40, let's just be a little bit more generous here. After 40 or so, you kind of get in a groove. All right. You kind of decided, or you kind of think you have a job, you know who you are, where you're going, and what your role is. You kind of know what your niche, what you're good at. And I hate to say it, but many times we stop learning or we're adverse to learning. And boy, have I learned that lesson in the past 10 years or so. Your brain just doesn't want to learn new things. I mean, how many of you are tired of getting the same or like another update on your phone? You just figured the damn thing out, right? You just know where the icons on or how to maneuver things, or you organized it, and all of a sudden, boop, new update. And you know what? Some 20-year-old, not that I don't like 20-year-old, but some 20-year-old made a decision that, oh, well, let's add this option. So, because I'm sure you all want to change your wallpaper every 10 minutes. Who thinks this stuff? Who thinks this is important? Hmm. Anyhow, what I'm trying to say is your brain gets on overload and we get very staid in what we are and what we do. And it's taken me a while to figure out where my bliss is. And I've been looking like in all, sometimes in the right places or the wrong places or the wrong mindset. Like doctors who, when you give them you tell them your ailment, what you're, what you're feeling, or they're looking for an answer. They have a kind of a set of answers for you. Here's a pill, do this, jump rope, do that, whatever. And kind of the same thing when we go through transitions and changes in our lives. We are kind of looking for an answer, right? But I'm here to tell you that it took me, a long time to find an answer. And it's almost like it's almost too easy to what the answer is. And the answer is really fun. It's someone can't give you your bliss. It doesn't come in a pill. And it doesn't come surely in food, that's for sure. Though it's very blissful at times to eat it, but finding your bliss is, my God, I forgot what that was like. How many of you like feel blissful now? And what I mean by that is that you're truly like motivated and happy and super over, joy, abundant. My life is just like so wonderful and I thoroughly enjoy what I do. I bet some of you are, but maybe you've had a stage like that, or maybe you have a friend who's going through a stage like that. And it is really, really hard to watch somebody go through stages like this because all you want to do is help them, and maybe an uplifting word or a gesture or help or something. Um, and I mean, I was looking for that. I was looking for externally for someone to try and help me through it. And it goes through so many cycles for me: pain, physical pain, my body, and physical pain, arthritis and joints, and a whole bunch of other issues. Any of you experiencing any of that? Anyhow, um, so a funny thing happened on the way to trying to relieve my pain. And I discovered some things that really helped me. And one of them was that I come to learn that food is medicine. Now, I'm not here to give you like a talk on diet and all. I started a YouTube channel. It's under my name, Rena Vallon. And in fact, that one of the reasons why I'm here today is I'm hoping you'll help me and support me just by subscribing. It's free. I'll put the link down at the bottom later on. But there I am going to be talking and chronicling my journey here from down in the pits. and bouncing back up and just learning some of these lessons that I want my friends and my family, some pitfalls to avoid. I mean, I wish I had found out. I wish I had found out about that stupid bagel, which was the flour and the sugar and all that stuff really affecting my system. God, 20 or so years ago. But no, I had to wait till you know, took control of my own health and my own medicine. And I try to follow a ketogenic diet. It's more like dirty keto, and some days it's just low carbs, and other days I just go hog wild. Which you know, being a human, we do that. The idea is to get back on track, right? So, what happened to me over the past couple of months, though, I have to say, I was at the bottom of the hockey stick. It's been a long winter. And it's been a long couple of years. I lost my mom. And if you lose one of your parents, it's not fun. My only daughter and my grandsons, though they're happy, they moved away. She got married, and her husband is stationed overseas in Hawaii. So they were gone. And I just kind of felt alone. I really did. I felt like I'm kind of abandoned. And and it's hard. As strong as I think I am, it was really hard to bounce up from that, the hockey stick group. And I was down at the bottom for a really long time. This was a long winter. Wasn't a lot of light. And I just, like, some days, all I wanted to really do was stay in bed. And also, these, I don't know how old you guys are out there or what you are, but somewhere along the line, you're going to be thinking about retiring or a change in your employment or your direction. Yeah. And of course, that happened to me. And I didn't want that anymore. I wanted more. I want to be back. And yeah, I was back. But it really wasn't what I wanted to do. It wasn't my bliss. So, how do you find your bliss? How do you get out of these dumps and depressions and overeating or overindulging and feeling lonely and like just unmotivated? How do you do it? Affirmations? Does that work for you? Affirmations, I don't know. I tried. I fell asleep with, like, you read you have the tape in the background, or oh, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you have money. Oh my God, you're full of abundance, abundance. Yeah, maybe I don't know. Do they help a little bit? No. Weight loss pills, that ain't good. No. Different diets. Well, it was, I come to find out that it's got to come from you and a lifestyle and finding the bliss, like the true joy. It is hard to find true joy and what really is coming from your heart and what really motivates you and just like lights you on fire when you're on fire, and not in a good way. So how do you do that? How do you do that? And maybe some of you are doing this already, and it's really kind of simple, but here it is for me. And that was through movement. I know that sounds stupid. Not just exercising, but I did something that I normally don't do. I used to work out, but I started walking. And I just, like, one morning, I just got up and I walked. For the first time, I could only do a few blocks, but I live in the woods here. Blocks are pretty long. So it was, a few thousand steps. And I'm like, okay, this is all right. And I continued that for several weeks, and it was difficult. I had to put myself on automatic. You ever do that? You do stuff where you put you on automatic? You have to sometimes. Some dull drum jobs and all that other stuff, or tasks or learning. All of a sudden, something triggered. I started walking faster and a little bit faster, a little bit out of breath. And then one day I just decided to be miserable, not be miserable. And I looked up and there was deer and the birds were singing. And I noticed the beauty around me. And all of a sudden, it was like someone had like pumped me up full of, I don't know. I never really took like the bad drugs. The other one where I might have inhaled a little bit, but I'm serious. All of a sudden, my brain was on fire, on fire. I felt exuberant. I'm like, who are you? Is this what? Whoa. I'm walking, well, I'm walking on, I'm walking. And I swear, I lifted my hands and I thought rays were coming out. I felt I could, I felt almost like one of those, I don't know, cartoon characters or superheroes where I raised and I felt light coming out of my body. And yeah, oh my God, I said, oh wow, is this what is this what endorphins are supposed to feel like? I was like, holy crap, boy, does that feel good. So endorphins came back into my life. I had to force them back in, and boy, are they wonderful. So that never really happened to me before, where I was able to generate a true well-being and glow, and like someone put a big plug boing or like into my brain boing, and it lit up on fire way, and the light came out through my pores and probably through my hair. And I've been recreating that. I try to every morning, if that is through movement, fast movement or rapid, never mind running. But you know, there is something to that. And if you've been looking or you've been feeling a little down or the problems or the stress, the weight gain, the sorrow, the feeling stuck, that's a really good word. I got to write that down because that's what I felt, stuck. You know what you need? You need this. You need that plug, boing, right into the brain and let it flow through your body. Nobody can give that to you. You're not going to find it over the counter meds, the food, the drink, or bed. Bed, like not in a good way. I want you to find that bliss. I want you to feel that bliss with me and experiment. Now, some people do it with pumping iron. I think I understand that now. And I read someplace about, what do they call that? Runner's high. Okay. So you skip or you walk. Even if it's a few steps, try to do something. In fact, instead of looking for happiness or the answer to your problems, why don't you look for the way to to regenerate your bliss? I think we've all been looking at this like wrong, because it's really hard to find an answer or to get out of a stuck in a rut, um, when you're there and hurting. It really is. So when you have those endorphins running through you and that bliss going through your body, you you give it a rest from all that stuff that's been holding you down and attacking everything about you. You give it a rest, and the rest glows. And I'll tell you, a little bit of that, just a little bit in the brain and in the body, is enough. It will lift you out of that boing, that hole or that V of the hockey stick. I'll tell you, there haven't been many things in my life that worked like this. Oh my gosh. And I am just, I don't know, I'm in bliss. I want you to be along with bliss, in bliss with me. Okay. Anyhow, um, that was my message today, and also to ask for your help in following me, or actually, what is it? What do they call it? Subscribe on YouTube. I want to build a channel there. I want to not just chronicle my journey and my stories. And boy, do I have a lot of stories. I have some fun and wacky things, and I really do. Oh, I do lead a wonderful life. I do. I do. I love many people, and I believe many love me. And I want more. I want more of that. And I want to share more of it, and especially with you. If you're watching here, I know you're one of my friends. So I want you to go see what really makes you feel that bliss. Okay. And I'm telling you, you'll know it when it happens because it is a light bulb going off in your body. And it's usually through physical movement of some sort. See, try it because it is a wonderful place to be. Now my other little extra tip here are for all my friends here who are in business. If you're in a network business, if you have your own business, if you have a little side gig or a service, okay, and you do any type of social marketing, you have your page, your group, all that stuff. Let me say that there's been a big, giant shift, with that. And some of you may know that if you've been with me through my journeys and my businesses, through Fantasia Home Parties, and Love Wings when we merged, and now, with my Miss Sensual, I've been a giant proponent of it, and I still am, but it has changed. It has changed. The flavor of it, um, and the hard sell of it is gone, is gone. It's not about knowing the latest and the best sales technique or the best price or the best anything. It has really been, or it's focusing more on information and giving people value about you, Now, there's more to this. I don't want to give away the whole store here. But if you're interested, I'm not selling or doing anything. Please subscribe to me on YouTube. I am marrying or blending or learning how to transition and blend our the Facebook side of our network business, and that includes home parties, direct sales, and with YouTube, because it is changing into a channel based, and not so much selling the product, but yourself, or a little niche or something about you that you share with the world. And don't groan. You don't even have to be on camera. There are such things as faceless video channels, but that's the topic of thousands of more streams. Anyhow, if you're interested and you're wondering about that, you could always private message me. And again, please, I do ask that you help me out and subscribe to my channel on YouTube, because I do have some wonderful stories. Come out and go check out the one that I just uploaded a couple of days ago. And it was about World War II, my mom in World War II, and when the Allied forces, on D-Day, they rejoiced so much, and she was just a little kid, and they brought out all the liqueurs. Anyhow, making limoncello, and I show you how to make it. But of course, there's a great story behind it, and I think you'll like it. I really do. So check that out. I have some other things there in my journey of taking control of my health and not just accepting the, pills and just treating the symptoms and going to the root. It's an ongoing journey. So I want you to come along with me and let's have some fun along the way. Okay. Now remember, promise me, go find your bliss. Go find what gives you the bliss and that feeling of joy. And like, oh my God, that's me. Because you know what? Your brain will be on fire. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to try new things and keep relevant. All right. I'll join you on my journey. See you over on the other side. Bye-bye.